Hello, my name is Jan. I am the older and wiser half of the mother-daughter team that is the Pewter Dragonfly. I think my daughter will probably disagree. Anyway, welcome to our channel. Today we're making shaving soaps for both men and women. Our handmade shaving soaps leave your skin moisturized and soft, unlike most of the commercial brands out there, which may contain alcohol and is very drying. This is especially appealing to women considering the skin surface that they shave. We sell as many shaving soaps to women as we do to men. Soaps. This is Misterioso. This is amber, tobacco leaf, has a real earthy, spicy scent. And the amber, of course, gives it a real deep, nice note. Finally, we have our Manly Man. This is orange and patchouli, and cinnamon leaf, and clove essential oils. This one has a very, very nice citrusy scent and is liked by everybody. Our shave soaps are made with Dual-Lye. Sodium hydroxide gives a hard bar. Potassium hydroxide gives you the lather that you need for wet shaving. Our soaps contain castor oil, cocoa butter, coconut oil, shea butter, vegetable-based stearic acid, glycerin, sodium lactate, and fragrance, of course. We do not add clay to our soaps because they can dull blades, and some of the razors out there are very expensive. As a bonus, if you watch to the end of the video, we will do a lather demo with a brush to show you how to build lather. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and to click the little bell, whichever side it's on, to get notice of new videos. If you're ready, let's get to it. Hello there. We are making shave soaps, this time for the guys. And we're going to start with our signature scent for the guys called Misterioso. It's made with tobacco and amber leaf fragrance oil, and it has a very mysterious, with a touch of fruit and spice scent that is very, very popular with the guys and several of the ladies as well. So here are all the oils, the scent, and all of the oils, the glycerin, everything is in here. It's starting to cool very quickly, so we are going to do our lye here very quickly. Get it ready to go. As I said, we use a Dual-Lye process. This is both the sodium hydroxide and the potassium hydroxide, and we will add them both to the water here. And I totally forgot to put on my mask. Here we go. We'll do that real quick so we stay away from the fumes as much as possible. So, okay, I can feel that this is done. So I will get this ready to go. Do a preliminary stir here very quickly. Make sure we've got all of the stearic acid stirred in and melted. And we are ready to go. I've been very lucky. All of the batches that I have made so far using this method have not volcanoed on me. So keeping my fingers crossed that I didn't just jinx myself. All right. If you look at the mixture, you'll see that it's very separated and needs to be brought back together, and that's what will happen here. This process is called, it's kind of a modified stick blender hot process, which means we're working at high temperatures, but we're not going to cook it in a cooker. We're going to let it cook this way. Okay, you can see the texture has changed. It has now gone to kind of an applesauce stage. Next stage will be mashed potatoes. It'll get lumpy. And that's really what it has done. It's gotten very thick, but excuse me, but it is still separating. You can see little bits of oil when I stop the blender. And I will stop the blender every once in a while because it needs to cool down. As this gets thicker, it's hard on a blender. So get hold of this a little better. Okay. Okay, so we'll let it rest for just a second. You can see the oil coming to the surface. So here we go again. Let it sit for a second. I'm holding the picture up so that the table and the camera don't wobble so much. I have to find some kind of a setup where I can mount the camera without being attached to the table. Okay, it's loosening up now, so I can tell it's just about ready to emulsify. You saw how all of a sudden it went very creamy, no longer lumpy. That means that the oils and the other liquids are emulsified. They will hold together now without oil seeping out. But I'm going to let it go just a little while longer just to make sure. Okay, we definitely have a fully emulsified batter, but it's still pourable and nice. I absolutely love this process. Okay. It forms a little bit of a skin on top when you let it set for a second, which is normal. I will be pouring into a column mold. As you can see, there's two other. I just got through making our women's line for shaving soaps. The blue one is black raspberry vanilla called Berry Luscious. The pink one is Zen Garden, which is gardenia with white tea and ginger and a proprietary blend. Okay. My recipe actually makes a little bit too much, so I will be adjusting the recipe when I'm done here. So I need, there we go. And as you can see, it's really setting up very quickly now. this point, it's still pliable, but it is set up considerable amounts, so we will scrape out what we can. And the batter is still very hot, but not to the point where I can't do a little bit of work with it. Okay. Alrighty. So we will let these sit and continue to harden. And then we will come back at the end and show you how we unmold them and so on. I have one more batch to make. That will be the next thing that you see. We'll be making our orange spice, which is made with all essential oils. Thank you much. See you in a minute. All right, we are back to do our last batch. This is our orange spice. Hang on a second, let me get my mask on. There we go. Orange spice, here all the oils, includes the glycerin and the scent are already in there. Everything is ready to go. So let's get the lye solution put together. Welcome back. We're ready to cut the loaves. This is the Misterioso and the orange spice. As you can see, the orange spice has a rough corner. It was a little soft when I took it out. I should have put it into the freezer without trying to unwrap it from the liner. And so we're going to have a little bit of a rough side on one side, but they are pretty much ready to cut. I would normally let them dry a little bit more because they're a little slick as they're starting to thaw from the freezer. But I wanted to get this out here for you to see. So as I said, we have a rough edge, and we will try to smooth it with our hands. Try to get a little bit better texture from it. So hopefully this will help it a little bit, because it's still pretty soft. But we are going to cut off the edge here for a sample. And then all of them will be cut to 1 1/4 inches, which is a good size. Very smooth texture. Oh, it smells delicious. That orange, patchouli, cinnamon, and cloves. Okay. Very unisex scent. This is a shaving soap that is liked by both men and women. Okay. I will probably do the other roll, the other roll on off camera, but I will take pictures of the finished product on both of them so that you can see how it all came out. And I will definitely be having a shaving demonstration. Show you how to do that. So we've got a couple of good little samples here. Okay, as we promised, we're going to give you a demonstration of how to build lather with our shave soaps. The brush has been soaking in hot water for about 10 minutes, which would be about the time that if you were taking a shower, you could let it sit and soak in hot water and heat it as much as you possibly can. It softens the bristles, and then it adds gives you the water, the moisture that you need for the soap. This is a little piece of a sample of the Manly Man, the orange spice, orange and patchouli and cinnamon cloves. So add the water. Really load the brush, and I probably have a little bit too much water in here, but load the brush with the soap as much as you can. Okay, and you see the brush is really well loaded, and then you can either do this in a shave soap cup that's built for shave soap, or you can do it in your hand. And you just keep moving the brush, you just keep unloading. You can go back from time to time and add more soap. If it's too dry, then you add a little bit more water in it. And you'll see that the soap is it has a really good texture to it, a lot of body. I've got hair on the bristle there. So you're building some really, really, really nice lather here. Let me grab a little bit more of it here, making a big mess. Normally you will have a bowl, a cup that's made for it, and most of them have ridges in the bottom so that when you're doing the moving around, you put it in the water, you get some soap, and then you go to your shaving cup and you start going around and around, and you build a lather until you get as much lather as you want. But that lather will last, and it will stay like that for a long time. This is what the potassium lye does. It helps to build that really strong, stable lather that will stay this way for a long time and allow you to get completely through your shaving. So that's it. And thank you very, very much.